NHL history. Vegas Golden Knights versus Connor Bedard, I mean the Chicago Blackhawks.
We interrupt this YouTube video to bring you a short message from Lawyer K Reviewer.
Hi. KR4 here, and if you or a loved one have been hit by hearing about a certain first overall pick way too much, you might be entitled to financial compensation. Hit the subscribe button and you will be compensated by not hearing about this first overall pick anymore in this video.
Side effects may include, but are not limited to, not knowing what actually happened in a game, missing highlight reel plays, not knowing ridiculous tracking stats like chasing Gretzky 3 out of 891, and many others. But by taking this chance to subscribe, you are also letting the 18-year-old breathe a little bit by not having every minute detail of his game microanalyzed, gathering unnecessary and unwanted pressure immediately into your career when you're not even getting paid like a superstar.
Brought to you by we already have two of the people that the national broadcasting crews can't seem to shove enough of down our face, and we don't need a third. Unless it's Jack Eichel. Wait, so I'm not allowed to say his name? Well, okay then. The Blackhawks get on the board first, immediately to start their power play, but Vegas responds with the power play goal of their own right after this. Paul Cotter sends it on, it gets blocked in the net, and a lucky bounce over to William Karlsson, who's able to corral it and backhand just thrust this thing into the net past Soderblom to make it tie game 1-1. Okay, response, let's go. Other than that, a lot of penalties in the first period. I think there were 6 total between the two sides. It might have been more than that. Second period, only 1 penalty is called, and it was a weird one. But Connie Smythe gets the puck from Eichel in the neutral zone, skates in, cuts to the high slot, and just kind of like rips it, and it hits Soderblom in the front, and it just kind of trickles into the net, and it's in, and it's a goal, and the Vegas Golden Knights have a 2-1 lead. 80 seconds later, Reese Johnson. Beautiful deflection to make it past Aiden Hill, and I saw this and I start chuckling, even though I love hockey. I'm a Vegas Golden Knights fan, but I'm also a hockey fan, and that was just a really sick play. Like that deflection was perfect. And yeah, so tie game 2-2 going into the third period, because the only other things that happened in the second period, so Stone made a move against the boards, cutting into the Blackhawks zone, where the Blackhawks didn't even look like they were trying at all. I don't know if they thought that the whistle blew or something, but it led to this amazing chance for Vegas that didn't end up actually accounting for anything other than the amazing chance and a couple shots on goal. But it was just funny, because like, guys, you already got redacted, and you don't need a tank anymore, so obviously. Aiden Hill also made some really great saves, and there weren't a ton of them, but the ones that he did make were quality, and that's been kind of a theme for him so far this season, is not a ton of shots getting to him, but the ones that are really good ones, and he's making the stops. He's making it look easy too. Third period, and already 13 seconds in, Braden McNabb absolutely has the send it zone ability on to start this season, because he sends it up to Keegan Kolazar, who's able to make his way to be open in order to receive this pass. Skates into the zone, and a beautiful backhand feed over to Waugh, who's able to bang this home, thankfully, to give the Golden Knights a 3-2 lead. Off the penalty kill, because the refs called another interference penalty against Vegas, Amadio has the puck, he skates in around the net, and then he sends it through the crease over to the other side, and Stone is able to get just enough of this thing to knuckle up and around and in for his first of the season to make it 4-2 Vegas. Expressive Mark Stone is back, but even he couldn't believe that this puck went in. Vegas Golden Knights to the power play, and Paul Cotter finds himself wide open in the slot in front of the net and absolutely just rips this thing home on the far side to make it a 5-2 Vegas lead, with his family in the building too. So that feels good, you know, 5-2 win. Just kidding, Corey Perry makes it 5-3 with like 30 seconds left. But anyway, the Vegas Golden Knights make NHL history to become the first defending Stanley Cup champions to start their season 6-0-0. 21 different players have scored points for the Vegas Golden Knights. 16 different goal scorers so far this season. In 6 games. That's a really good stat, just so you know. They have scored in almost every period so far this season, except for one, the first period against the Dallas Stars. And I mean, we went to overtime and then the shootout, so we didn't score in the overtime. A full period, and hey, that stat's still incredible. I don't really know what else to say. The Chicago Blackhawks, you know, they're not, I mean, they have Taylor Hall too, so I mean, they're not like trash this year, but yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights Win. Yay! All I can think about is that scene in Luca where the bully catfish guy, what's his name? Signor Vespa. Ercole! Ercole!
I'll make it 6 in a row.
6 in a row wins for the Vegas Golden Knights. Yeah! No championship hangover because we're Vegas and they made an entire movie franchise based off of how hangovers in Vegas. Yeah, we're fine working under those conditions, I guess, because 6-0-0, best in NHL history. That's gonna be it for Game 6's Nightly Review. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night.